Let's get
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching, Jer. Vikings and Bears, Monday night. Let's get scratching into this epic comeback by the rookie JJ McCarthy and crew. What's going on with these primetime games, Jer? We're getting these meltdowns or comebacks, or what is it? I mean,
it's
what's going on here? What do you think?
It's great football to watch. That's all I know. Everyone loves a comeback. Everyone loves an underdog story. And JJ looked pretty lost in that first half. It was definitely a tale of two halves.
First three quarters, even.
3 quarters. He did throw that pick six, and it seemed like it was kind of Doomsville. But even then,
that was
Minnesota
bad, yeah.
held their own on defense. Didn't let Chicago really run away with it. That one drive was dominant, 86 yards.
Right.
I don't know. I thought it was 15 plays. Maybe I'm wrong. But no, they looked like the team, they're going to take it to Minnesota like that. Let's say, but I don't know. 122 yards and penalties. That's going to hurt anyone. You can't do that. Ben Johnson, the look on his face said it all tonight. So they're just going to have to get
false starts.
Caleb looked like he was slinging it a little bit more, and he's getting there.
I thought he was making quicker decisions earlier, like he was getting rid of the ball or getting out of the pocket, like in the first 2.5 quarters or so. I thought he was pretty solid at the decision making, but then after that, he got a little back to his college ways where he would just hold the ball, and then, just throw it to nobody. And when that guy misses, he has some of the worst misses I've ever seen in NFL history. You know what I mean? When he misses a pass low or
grounding. That intentional grounding was terrible.
That's what I mean. I mean, he's volatile. I mean, you can tell he's got the arm. He can get out of the pocket. He's slick. He avoids sacks and whatnot. But I mean, home game, you have that pretty much in the pocket. I think I didn't check the live spread, but I'm sure it was like -7.5, -8 or something. But Kevin O'Connell and your boy Brian Flores really dialed it up, Jared. I'm impressed. I mean, the last two games for the Vikings last year were about as shitty as you can get. You know what I mean? The last game against Detroit where they shit the bed, and then the first playoff game, they were horrible, right?
Their defense usually holds pretty strong. Even when they get beat, it's not terrible. So that wasn't a surprise. Right. The Vikings defense was going to play tough, and it's a divisional game. I was expecting, at least, a close game, and then that's what we got. Kind of a little bit skewed at the end of the day. But Minnesota, JJ McCarthy, is he for real? I'm inclined to think that maybe not just yet, but a win is a win. And that Minnesota defense helps out any quarterback anytime. So, let's give him a chance. But for now, the jury is still up.
Yeah, I mean, I like the creative plays that Chicago had early on using DJ Moore in the backfield. I thought that was kind of cool. Some of the other plays, they had some tight end plays I liked, whatnot, some play action, but I don't know. It just seemed like everything Johnson was using at the end fizzled out, and everything Brian Flores dialed up was just bang, bang. Just they got there. Hargrave was living in the backfield there.
Yeah, no, he looked great. Old man Hargrave, half, right?
So, right. So, man, these primetime NFL games, you cannot give up. No lead is safe. It is the wild, wild west, Jer. I mean, unreal. I mean, I turned off that Baltimore Buffalo game yesterday after Baltimore was up 16 with about 8 minutes to go.
The second Henry
I was just like, okay,
you can't stop them. They can't stop.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to the fridge or something like that, or I went to the washroom. I came back and I was like, what's going on here? I'm like, okay, this game's still on. And then I checked my app and I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, I mean, you don't see Derrick Henry fumble like that in the fourth quarter, but I mean, yeah, I mean, you give Buffalo an opportunity, they'll take advantage of it, and you give Minnesota and gang here an opportunity. I mean, Justin Jefferson only had one catch for about 3/4 of the game, and then, came alive. McCarthy got some confidence, so
that's
we're going to see
right?
Minnesota.
They come alive.
I mean,
later on in the game when everyone else is tired. Peak conditioning.
Right.
Minus 12 and a half.
I mean, I think Baltimore has to be the survivor pick for 90% of the people out there. Because I was looking at Survivor and I couldn't see really like anything obvious besides maybe Dallas or Baltimore. But yeah, that's our first Monday night recap in the mix. We will move on to the NFL Week 2 leans that we got coming up here, Jer. Thursday night, Commanders at Packers. Awesome game. I believe the spread is 3.5. Both teams won and covered last week. Obviously did well in the playoffs. Both lost to Philadelphia. What are your initial thoughts on this game?
The Micah Parsons trade, I know everyone's still talking about it. It's all everyone ever talks about, but it's the first thing that jumps in my head because this man has already seen Jaden Daniels twice. Maybe a little inside.
I didn't think of that.
Always works. The Packers, I thought they put a whipping on Detroit. But, they didn't put up a 30 burger or anything. The Commanders, they can put up points. That Packers defense is pretty tough. So I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be one of the best Thursday night games of the year. But I'm going to have to take Commanders and the points. 3.5 is perfect. If they could, lose by a field goal and still get it, I think I like it. Commanders are going to do good this year. No sophomore jinx. No sophomore jinx.
I think this is a field goal game as well. Well, not yet. I mean, facing the Giants helps, right? He's faced the Giants 3 times in his career, and first couple of times were kind of close, but anyways, I think it's a field goal game, so I'm going to lean Commanders. I could easily see them winning outright, or this being a last-second field goal. So by Green Bay. So we'll move on to the Sunday set of games. Probably the shittiest game on the slate. Patriots at Dolphins. Dolphins favored by 1.5, Jer. My initial thoughts on this game are to tease up the Patriots over 7.5. But other than that, I got to stay away because both teams didn't impress me last week. So I don't know what you're thinking on this one.
I'm going to get a shirt that says divisional games are ugly. And I'm going to wear it around town and puff up my chest because I just hate them.
I know that's
what most of the schedules are, but the Dolphins could very well come alive in this next game and show everyone that they're not done yet. And the Patriots, that they had a hard time winning last year. I know Vrabel's trying to take over and put his twist on things, and
right.
So far, it doesn't look like it just yet. It could be a midseason kind of a tweak, and who knows? Maybe they can go 10-7 or 9-8. But for now, they're bottom feeders still to me. And give me the Dolphins.
But I mean, 2 years ago,
at home, baby.
Okay, but I mean, 2 years ago, this spread would have probably been like -7 for Miami, right? Now it's only -1.5.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the books are respecting. I don't know if they're respecting Patriots or they're just disrespecting Miami because they got killed right last week. So to me, it's just tease up New England or no play on this game.
Yeah.
Right. So let's move on to a pretty exciting game. The 1-0 Jaguars who molly-whopped the lowly Panthers, and then you got the Bengals who got past the Browns by 1 point. That was my survivor pick. And they got 7 yards total offense in the second half, Jer. It's 3.5 for the Bengals. It's got to be tempting to take the Jaguars here, don't you think?
Yeah, they got a new swagger. Travis Hunter's in there. Like, let's see what he can do. People are interested. Cleveland's defense just gets disrespected for the way that they shut down that high flying Bengals offense. You got to give their hats something. And they're the team that usually plays Baltimore tough too. So that 12.5 is also a disrespect, straight up disrespect. I think the Bengals are going to turn out here. I think they're going to put up at least a 30 burger on the Jaguars, and the Jaguars are going to be brought down to earth a little bit. They might still put up 28. Who knows? Okay. But Bengals are putting up a 30 burger. So they're asserting their dominance in
look for the over.
The league. Yeah.
Okay. I would have to agree. I think it would be Cincy or no play. This one, as you were talking about, is the biggest spread of the week. It's got to be a top pick for Survivor. I mean, maybe tease down Baltimore underneath a touchdown, but other than that, I can't really do much with this game, Jared. What are you thinking?
I just think that they're disrespecting the Browns defense too much. I think they will hold them to under 28 points.
You think the points are tempting?
Yeah. I think the Browns defense is going to hold the Ravens to under 28 points. And yeah, so if the Browns can pick up a measly, a couple of touchdowns, 16. Whatever it is, then you got it.
Right.
And I think they can. And I think the Ravens will sit back on their heels a little bit in the end of a game if they're up a couple touchdowns, kind of a situation. Browns always play Ravens tough. Divisional.
And Ravens are off a slight short week, I guess, playing on Sunday night. Emotional letdown. I think Browns are going to play teams tough, man. I mean, like you said, that defense is ferocious. You got 2 stars, Garrett and Ward there. And we'll see. Okay, let's see the Giants and Cowboys. Giants were horrible week 1. Surprise, surprise. Cowboys probably should have beat our Eagles, Chair. Spread is 6 in this game. It opened at -3.5, -4, and I couldn't believe it. Now it's gone up to 6. I mean, this could be a survivor pick here as well. What are you thinking about this one?
Again, in a divisional game, you can't be just given points willy-nilly like that. Like, I know that the spread skyrocketed because so many people took it, but I can see the Giants winning this game. I can see the Giants winning this game. I think the Cowboys showed out against the champs, and that was their kind of, their big game of the moment. I think they'll play down to their, their competition. And I think the Giants, will cover the spread, if not win that game. That's my thoughts.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, I think it's a fishy number. I texted you that the other day. I was like, it's only 4, and now it's up to 6. So for me, it'd be Giants or nothing. But I don't know. I'm tempted to maybe take Cowboys for Survivor because I probably won't take them any other time. But we'll see. We'll move on to the Rams traveling to Tennessee to take on the number 1 pick overall, Cam Ward. Both teams covered the spread in their first game. Rams win outright. Titans probably could have won outright had they got a touchdown or 2. Some bad play calls there, some drops. What are you thinking on this one? The spread is 6. I think it's 5.5 in some spots. Do you like the Rams here, or do you think the Titans have some fight?
You
as
know,
a home dog?
well, yeah, Tennessee actually really played a defensively sound game, and
Yeah.
yeah, and then the offense
They
sputtered a bit.
caused
You
3
know,
turnovers.
it's to be expected. Cam Ward's first
First pro
game. You
game,
know,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, in
exactly.
Denver.
You can't just hand it to the Rams, especially. You know, I'm not putting Houston's defense down. They're actually great. They're a great defense.
They are.
But just to only score a couple of touchdowns, that Rams offense is way better than that. So I think the Titans
Right.
might, the home dog mentality, kind of maybe give them a run for their
Mhm.
money. Maybe even hold them to a field goal win. You know, or a missed
Okay.
field goal,
That's what I'm
something
thinking as
along the
well.
line, lose by 6. Why not?
Yeah, definitely. I think Tennessee can keep this close, man. I totally agree with you
Yeah.
on that one. I think it's Tennessee or nothing in that game. Another divisional game, Jerry. We got quite a few this week. Bills at the new look Jets. Bills should be coming off a little bit of an emotional letdown after that huge comeback. I believe the spread has gone down. It was 8.5 last week. Now it's down to 6.5. Call me crazy. I could see Jets winning this outright. What do you
Again,
think? Am I crazy?
divisional games, anything can happen. But
Mm-hmm.
I really liked how the
Yeah.
Jets moved the ball against Pittsburgh. That's a good defense. You know, I don't know what that
Mm-hmm.
defense is going to be like this year, but that's classically a great defense. And you know, they did hold out and win the game, and Jalen Ramsey showed out a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
I love this home dog and the points again. And I think that they'll do it. I think they'll cover, at least cover, maybe not win. They'll cover for this second week in a row here. The
I think
points
it'll
are a
be
good
close,
sexy
man.
pick.
Because I mean, Jets. You know, like we saw, they were looking pretty good, moving the ball minus the last minute. I just think Buffalo might just get caught up. It might be they have a look ahead spot for week 3. And the Jets, you know, usually they've been getting little brothered by Buffalo for what, the last 6, 7 years, just getting dummied by them. So
No,
I
yeah,
think it'll be
definitely. That's
interesting.
it's a little disrespect there at
Okay,
that home dog.
let's take a look at the Ben Johnson Bowl. Bears at Lions. Lions are favored by 5 or 4.5 in some spots. Both teams lose outright. I guess disappointing loss for the Bears there. Obviously, Lions, I think they just got overmatched a little bit with Green Bay. And um, what are your thoughts on this one? I don't know what to think on this one,
This
really.
is
I'm kind of
this is this
on the
is one of the
fence.
biggest games of the week, really, for both teams. To like they say, you can't when you
Mm-hmm.
go 0-2, you don't make the playoffs. It's 80% or something like that. It's crazy to think that only 2 games matter so much. And some teams have came back and different things. And I can see the Lions going 0-2 and winning the division. They're
Mm-hmm.
good. They're better than they let on in that first game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the Bears, this is it. Again, they can't lose all these games in the beginning because then they're just going to be sputtering. On the road though,
Right.
got to take the Lions. I think they'll show out, put up a 30 burger on that
It should be a
defense.
get. But the thing is, they were showing I was seeing some stats about the Lions, and they had Ben Johnson the last 3 years. They were in the top 5 in offense the last 3 years, including the top offense last year. Prior to him, they were like 10th, 12th, 13th, and kind of middle of the pack, right? So honestly, I don't know which team is going to show up here for Detroit. For me, it's Bears or nothing. I just don't see this Lions team. I just don't know who they are. Put it that way. So let's move
Definitely,
along.
no one does.
We got a rematch of the, what was this, the 1997 Super Bowl. Sean Alexander versus the Bus. That Super Bowl, questionable officiating. Here's the rematch. And also the DK Metcalf Bowl, Jer. Steelers favored by
Yeah.
3. I really like the Seahawks in this one. I don't know about you. What are you thinking?
I think it's going to be an old time bang 'em up shootout. It's going to be a really fun game. I think both teams will probably put up a 30 burger.
Really?
I know Seahawks defense did really good, but I think the Steelers are just rolling, and I don't think that the Seahawks are going to really be able to stop them. But on the other hand, if the Seahawks watch that tape of the Jets running all over the Steelers and just the flow, I'm sure they can replicate that somehow. I think Kubiak can do that.
I was thinking like a dogfight defensive battle, just because Seattle struggled to score last week and their defense was pretty good, like you said. And then I just think the Steelers offense will come back a little bit, back to earth a bit. Just home opener, maybe a little bit more pressure. I think it'll be a nice tight, maybe underplay there. But I do like Seahawks. I like for them to get back in the win column, as you said, going 0-2. A lot of that numbers go back to the 16-game schedule, but still, I mean, it's 17 games now. It's not like tons more. So we'll move on to the 49ers at Saints. I believe this spread has gone down, Jer. George Kittle is out, and I think Brock Purdy is questionable. I did take the points with the Saints last night, plus 6.5, and now it's down to 4.5. So not sure if I will keep that one or not. I could always cash out, but what are your thoughts on this one? Banged up Niners at the Saints.
You know, all I've heard about all the offseason is how easy the 49ers schedule is. Again,
easiest in like 20 years.
Again, can they stay healthy? Yeah, it's
not so far.
I don't know.
They already hurt.
Who's their backup? Kyle
Jennings
Allen or something?
No, it's your boy, the guy from New England a couple years ago who played on Alabama. I just can't think of his name.
Oh, that might be okay then.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, he's
I know who you're talking
actually
about.
SF. Yeah, SF was Mac something. Mac Jones. Mac Jones, and we played at Alabama. He had an okay rookie year, and then I think they gave him like a. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, no, I do love how he's he actually wants to play on the 49ers. I actually seen a couple of interviews with him. He's just kind of hyped up about it. Right. But anyways, the way that the weapons, that San Francisco's weapons were operating, I think I like any quarterback to kind of step in there and maybe not dominate, but just do well. Okay. Yeah. I'm not worried about that. I think George Kittle continue to roll.
Yeah, they didn't look that impressive to me in Seattle. That's the only thing besides CMC, but I mean, he's a machine. So let's take a look at the Panthers and Cardinals, and I think this would qualify as your game of the WEAK. Panthers at Cardinals. Cardinals laying 7. I don't know about this game. I think it's probably a no play for me. What are you thinking?
I don't know. You know me, I love to attack the weak teams. You know, how many wins are they going to get?
Bet teams.
4,
yes, you do.
5. Like, you know, I love, I love taking favorites. I love attacking weak teams. I think the Panthers are just going to continue to be one of these teams that you bet against. The Cardinals didn't look sensational against, especially what is supposed to be a weak New Orleans team. But I think they continue to roll against the NFC South. You know, they got a couple of tougher games coming up if they're playing the entire division, if that's the case. I don't know when, in what weeks, but I think they'll win most of those games. And this is another one. Maybe not a huge blowout, but yeah, maybe give me Cardinals like 30, 20, something like that. Panthers get some points going. But lose again. Bryce Young's got to figure things out, or it's not going to be pretty.
Analysis, Jer. I am back in business now. Back in
I was trying to get the next game off the ticker, but Couldn't do it. Denver, Indy. Ooh.
Yeah, I am just looking at that game right now. I don't know why it's not popping up properly here.
Gonna be
let's go to this game. Talk about Eagles and Chiefs Super Bowl rematch here.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
KC beat up.
Again, Chiefs are gonna be coming hard. You don't want to go 0-2. It's a revenge game. I'd hate to say it, but Chiefs is probably the play here. They're going to find a way, I think, especially if Jalen's not playing. I haven't heard much about that. The next man up did very well for us against Dallas. But, the Chiefs are playing for a little bit more than the Eagles. I know a loss is a loss, even, for both teams. But I think the Eagles can go 1-1 and not be too worried about it. The Chiefs can't go 0-2.
Right.
Take the Chiefs.
Ideally, no. I mean, it's your home opener as well. Yeah, big time revenge spot, and it's your home opener too, right? So the fans will be pumped. Let's take a look at the Broncos and Colts. The Broncos are 1-0, not the most impressive, but Colts obviously scored on every offensive play they had. Jer, is that true? First time since 1990.
Yeah,
a team scored on every single.
Oh, the defense just looked amazing. Held that high-flying offense of the Dolphins.
Not so much. But the spread here is 2.5.
Right? How can you lose?
Yeah. Horsey bowl.
Yeah. But it's going to be a defensive struggle for sure. Both defenses are really good. Take the under in this one. And
right.
I like Indianapolis at home. I think Colts continue to roll. Yeah,
I like that. I like that call as well. I'm definitely in a teaser as well. Let's move along to Sunday Night Football. The Falcons visiting the Vikings. Vikings off a short week. A little bit of an emotional letdown. I kind of like Falcons, Jared. What are you thinking?
Yeah, these are actually classically when the Falcons play the Vikings, they're really always tight, really tight, tough fought games every time for some reason. JJ, he did come back. Jefferson, when you're throwing to the best receiver in football, could be tiny bit easier than other times. The trust is not really there for me yet. They are going to be at home. That is a little lift. I'm taking Atlanta in the points. That's too many points. I think they'll win or at least cover. 100%.
Yeah, I think 4.5. I think it's just because they looked so shitty there in the end of the game there against Tampa. But let's take a look at the two Monday night games. Doubleheader, Buccaneers at Texans. Neither of the games will overlap, which I kind of like. I remember the past years, they would kind of, one would start at like 5 our time, and then another game would start at 7, and then, you have to watch both and switch back and forth. But anyways, Buccaneers 1-0 against Texans 0-1. Buccaneers gutted it out. It wasn't pretty. Texans couldn't get a touchdown. I believe they're minus 2.5. What are your thoughts on this one, Jer?
I'm huge on the Texans here. Again, I know I'm a broken record. You can't go 0-2 to start the season. They're at home. It's their home opener. They got so much more to play for. In that NFC South, you can go 8-9 and win your division. The Buccaneers are a great team,
probably,
but I'm gonna give the edge to the Texans. To just squeak out a win, a field goal.
I was leaning Texans as well. I think this is their time to kind of show out. Primetime
more
game.
to play for.
Tampa didn't look super great. Yeah, I mean, definitely, like you said, in that division too. I mean, Jacksonville could go 2-0. They don't want to fall too far behind in that one. So, liking Texans there. And this one wraps up the week 2 slate. Chargers at Raiders. Another road spot, I guess, for the Chargers. Raiders home opener, Pete Carroll era. It's going to be pumped. Spread's 3.5. Favoring the Chargers here. Jer, what are your thoughts on this one? I already have a play on this game.
The Chargers defense, I think, is going to be a little bit too much for the Raiders. I'll tell you what, if Ashton Genty rushes for more than 100 yards and gets a touchdown, the Raiders win. If he rushes for under 50 and no touchdown, Chargers win.
You can do a same game parlay for that. You can do like a same game parlay, Ashton Genty.
You heard it here
over
first.
Whatever yards and a touchdown.
Bet 365.
And then Raiders money line, right? Definitely. Yeah. I took the Chargers last night -3 before I went to -3.5. As you know, I'm pretty high on them this year. I think they're going to win their division. Yeah. Got off to a good start, beating on their rival Raiders. Definitely. I mean, got to respect what they did on the road. Chargers will be flying back, I believe, from Brazil there, so maybe they might be a little bag, but I think they take this one by. Yeah, but I think they take this by a touchdown or more. They're the more complete team. I think people won't give them the credit that they totally deserve just because Kansas City, Worthy got hurt in the fourth play. Kansas City just didn't look good, and Kansas City looked really bad in the Super Bowl. So, yeah,
it's the Raiders' defense Chargers, for me.
I took a -3.
And the Raiders' defense put up
the lack of defense.
If Crosby can get there, if he can sack Herbert, and if they can just kind of hold tight, then yeah, why not? Raiders at home opener, start 2-0, be awesome.
That would be a pretty good start to their era. Okay, so that wraps up our Monday Night Football recap. Epic comeback by McCarthy and gang for the Vikings, and our week 2 spread, I guess, leans. And we're going to be back Wednesday morning. We'll be releasing the show Tuesday night. We'll be recording it for our week 2 spreads. Jer, you went 2-1. I went 1-2. You could have gone 3-0. Had Buffalo, you took in the money line or whatever, but you had a -1.5. I had Denver -7.5. On my account, I had them +8.5. So we had some winning sides, put it that way, right? We would have been 5-1. But I mean, 3-3. It is what it is. We move on to week 2, and we'll catch everyone next time.
Peace.